Hello and good evening, and welcome back to the Yellow Wall. Now, admittedly, as I've said before, sometimes I don't know what to say, and lately it's been like that for me. And although saying that though, that isn't why I've done the trophies. I've done them because I wanted to. I mean, granted, the one at Newcastle server was a disaster because of the wind, but I still made it and uploaded it because you got to. You got to keep doing it. And the Coons and Buttholes video wasn't perfect due to the fact that my camera was very sensitive to movement. I mean, unless you're into this sort of thing all the time, it was a bit of a disaster. I promise I won't do that again. But the Henfield one, I will admit, worked out very well. And one or two times when the wind tried to get involved, but it kept at bay. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how that one turned out. Didn't mean for it to be an hour long. It was essentially a village of 5,000 odd people, but I'm proud of it. Even if I didn't get to see everything I wanted to see. But you can't have it always. Now, just because I'm doing travel doesn't mean this is going to stop. Okay? The Yellow Wall is here to stay. And so are my little talks back here. Because actually this week it's been quite hard this week. And yes, I am aware it's Monday night now. I mean, you'll probably see this Tuesday evening by the time I actually get this uploaded. But at the moment it's Monday evening, and I will admit I'm finding it hard this week. Really am. The voice of self-doubt is really doing a number on me at the moment. I mean, I'm fighting back better than normally I would, but it's not giving in. And this is hard. It's like I am finding my German learning lately harder than normal. I'm making a lot of stupid errors in Duolingo, and sometimes I look at what I'm meant to be doing and it's like, I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't understand it. Learning another language is really hard. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I would admit, language learning for me was something I've always wanted to do, but I've always found it very hard and it's very easy to give in. I mean, I've done alright at school with French and German, I think. Though I never really took it seriously then. I always liked the idea of language learning, but I never wanted to put the hours in, which is, I guess that's a fair point. I mean, at that age we are impatient. And like all impatient people, I failed and got D's on both. Good times. Anyway, fast forward a few years. Now I never bothered again. As you don't. Because I'll be honest with you, I was more interested in seeing Asia at the time, so learning French and German didn't really fit into my plans. Anyway, fast forward about 3-4 years, started learning Cantonese. And impossible language, for me that is, okay? I know there are other people out there who can learn languages like that and do okay, but I couldn't. I paid an international student to tutor me, and they were very nice to me, very calm. I could see the frustration in their eyes as I didn't understand things. I could just tell, you know, they'd ask me, I'd get something wrong, and you could see their face change just for a moment of utter exasperation, because I knew deep down they were thinking, how can you not understand this? And eventually they told me I wasn't good enough. This was about a year later. We became friends and stuff. Alright, I'll tell you now, okay? This is the first woman I went out with. I made a video about it, which the thumbnail will be on screen right now. I'll tell you this now. I wasn't going to say it, but I got to really. The whole point is this: it's honest, and you can't just hide things. And for me, hiding is a habit I have. I have this habit of just not presenting all the facts. I'm always thinking, I don't want these people to actually know these things, but the whole point of the vlog is that you do know these things. Anyway, fast forward a year later, we were going out, still trying to teach me, not as much. And eventually one day they said to me, "You're too stupid for this. I don't think you can do it." At first they said it was them for me, but I said, "No, you're not a bad teacher. You're not a bad teacher." And they said, "Fine, it must be you. It must be you. You're stupid." And bear in mind, this woman did call me stupid a lot. And I mean a lot. Thinking about it, I was always on edge in this relationship. Always worried of saying the wrong thing. Always worried of doing something that would be seen as stupid. Anyway, that ended my experience with Cantonese. I mean, I still harboured dreams of going out to the Far East and travelling for a bit, which I never actually did properly. Because like most things in my life, I chicken out. I always thought to myself, I'll meet someone out there and I can travel with them and they show me around, and well, I'm terrible at meeting people. So I never did, and I thought, I don't want to go on my own. That would just be stupid and everyone would laugh at me because I'd be there on my own. That would never have happened, let's face it, but I convinced myself it would happen. So that never happened. I think I ended up spending a week in Hong Kong at one point. I've got the memories in my head. The photos are somewhere. If I find them, I'll probably make a little collage of some of the photos I took. Because I was visiting them at the time. This was really basically the end of our relationship. I guess you could call it a last hurrah, if you will. Like the Charge the Light Brigade, you're charging in, you know it's not going to work out, but you do it anyway. Because this woman literally broke up with me halfway through, on the bus. And she found it funny. Yep, I know how to pick them. Anyway, I'm going to get past that bit, because there's not many good memories from that holiday. I saw some stuff which was nice, but at the end of the day, it's just a city. At the time I was obsessed with seeing it, because I thought all those skyscrapers or those cool buildings, that's nice, but I guess in the end I realised I wasn't really into that. I was into the more older stuff. I mean, you can only look at modern buildings for so long. It's not like when you go to some like coal mine, you're amazed by all the different beautiful old buildings and the colours and the styles and everything else. But when it comes to cities like Hong Kong and that, there's not much. I mean, I'm sure there is stuff I missed, and if anyone does know about the place, then please feel free to correct me. Although I did say I would go again in the next 10 years again, just to see a game of football. Yeah, that's not a joke, by the way. I would actually like to go to Hong Kong and see a football game. Maybe see the Ernbury Rangers. Or one of the other teams whose name I can't remember right now. See a Premier League game and maybe an amateur fourth tier game. It'll be fun, if nothing else. An experience. Because I got the idea from this YouTube channel called Footy Adventures. This guy just goes to all these different games and he speaks to people and he has fun. He's a bit different from the others because he doesn't doesn't do those fake cheers when there's a goal or anything else. It's just him. He goes there, he talks to people and he has fun. It's really nice. I might try doing something like that, but honestly, I'm not really the talking type. I mean, actually, I did go to a game in Germany last year. I made a little video on my travel channel. It wasn't ideal because it's just really just me really just recording stuff that happened. Bit of cheering from the crowd. The ultras were in fine form considering it was a beating. And a little bit afterwards about constant trains being cancelled, but that's a story for another day. I'll put a link to the video in the description. The thumbnail will be up on the screen at some point as well. To go back to the original theme of the video, language learning, which is what this video is about mostly. Relationships. After the Hong Kong trip, I never learned Cantonese ever again. I mean, I still have a phrasebook somewhere. Actually, I still had the phrasebook actually. I think she... Still had the phrasebook. Lonely Planet. Yeah. If someone's interested in learning and you want that book, let me know. I'll put it back later when I've done this. Anyway, fast forward to last year, just over a year ago, I decided to start learning German again because I like Germany. I've been several times. I've had 2 holidays in Germany and 2 jaunts over the border while staying in France. I went to Munich in 2020, just before the pandemic started. I mean, literally just before. And I went again in March 2022. Was it March, April? It was Easter. Whenever Easter was in 2022, I was there. I took my mother with me because we both like holidays and she likes the same. She's wired the same way I am, so we have fun together. And it's good. It's good to bond with your parents, you know? A lot of people think it's weird, but it's good. I mean, if your parents are good to you, enjoy a relationship, you know? Do things with them. They're narcissists or they're abusive toward you, then don't. Just ignore this whole bit. But anyway, we had fun. We saw a lot of Bavaria. I remember, we went back to Munich, staying in a different hotel. We saw Regensburg. We saw, Augsburg. Saw the Fuggerei. That was really nice. We saw Nuremberg, which was amazing. I saw, where's the other place? Damn, I can't think what it's called now. No, it doesn't matter. I saw many cities in Munich. Actually, I'll tell you an interesting story, actually. When we went to Regensburg, we planned to go back. We got on the wrong train. I had my phone app, and it said, this train, this platform, at this time. And we were just there, and I thought, this is it. Didn't look at the train number though, did I? And I ended up almost end up going across the Austrian border, but we didn't, not quite, and we ended up in this little town on the border. I forget what it's called. I remember we were there for about half hour because I saw Woolworths, I think. The name will be up now, so because I can't remember what it's called. And my mum didn't really care. Mum is surprisingly chill about everything in life, which I could be like her more. See, I can't do that. See, I'm one of life's worries. Anyway, I remember it reminded me of a time when I went to Singapore with another girlfriend, and I couldn't find a hotel. Yes, I know, I'm a freaking idiot. Anyway, took the orientation, couldn't find a hotel, and I remember they got really angry with me. I mean, really angry. They didn't talk, even though we did eventually find a hotel, but they didn't talk to me for the rest of the day. Kind of think of it, all my relationships have been absolutely terrible. And yet I yearn for another. I know, I'm a massive freaking contradictions. But anyway, I'm not going to get in. Anyway, as I was saying, we ended up in this town. And my mum just laughed it off because, let's face it, mistakes happen. And I did too, and I thought it was really nice. Because it was just a nice moment, you know, because I thought to myself, if I was with any of my previous partners, they probably wouldn't have laughed with me. They would have been annoyed at time lost or time wasted, and not going where we wanted to go. And thinking about this earlier today, it hit me. The thought just hit me like, what I want. All this time I say, I don't want anyone, I do want anyone, I do, I don't, I do, I don't. What I actually want is someone like me. Someone who has a similar way of thinking and is into similar things like me. That is what I want. And that's... I don't know if that's a tall order or not, really. I really don't know. I just want someone who thinks like me, is chilled and easygoing and can tolerate my weird eccentricities. Someone who will get on the wrong train with me and laugh it off. That's what I want. Someone chilled and easygoing. You know what? That's not. No, it's not. I know I said I asked earlier, but it's not. It's not a tall order, people. It's not. There's nothing wrong with wanting what you want, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? It is not shallow. It is not selfish, okay? It is what you want, okay? You want certain things, okay? That's fine. Go for it. Nothing wrong with wanting what you want, people, okay? And don't make anyone else feel bad about it either, okay? I mean, there are certain things in life we can control. Certain things we can't. All I'll say is now, okay, don't make someone feel bad for saying that's out of their control. Okay? Everything else, go for it, okay? But if it's out of their control, then don't make someone feel bad about it, alright? I mean that, okay? Don't. Okay? Anyway. Back to the subject of language then. A year ago just over a year ago now, I started German again. Downloaded Duolingo. There you go, on and off. I've done a bit of Finnish, which I'm honest with you. Sometimes I keep saying I'm going to go back to it, then I don't, then I do, then I don't. It's probably best I just don't, but part of me does want to. I just got to do the damn thing, Just do the damn thing. Anyway. Ooh, look at that, I've been talking for 19 minutes. You won't see that on the time, of course, because I've made cuts and errors and stuff I've had to delete, but I've been talking for 19 and a half minutes now, which is amazing. I really amaze myself sometimes. Anyway, 1 year, and I will finish this eventually. 1 year in, after German, and I'm struggling, if I'll be honest with you. I'm really struggling. Because Duolingo is hard. I'm not sure it's really the best language player, and knowing that they fired most of their staff to replace them with AI really doesn't sit well with me. If it weren't for my high day count streak, I probably would have deleted it by now. Because I also have the language app, Rosetta Stone. Yes, I do. I remember during the pandemic when I was going to learn French. Because, well, I'll tell the story. Because a few months before the pandemic, I got talking on Facebook with this French woman. Just randomly approached me. I was in a group that was like, I like how sass or something like that. She just sent me a message, we got talking. Now the funny thing was, these conversations were totally happening in French. And my French is terrible, so most of the time it was me going back and forth to Google Translate. Yeah, I know. I was an idiot. I was essentially committing one massive lie, which I'm not proud of. But the relationship didn't work out because 1 month into our conversations, she asked me for money. And then refused to talk to me when I said no. So I dodged a bullet there. And admittedly, they probably did too because I don't speak French. They may have spoken it, I did ask them, but they never replied to it. Thinking about it, they ignored a lot of questions I asked. I should have seen that as a red flag, really. But to get back to my story, and yes, I know, I do get distracted a lot. During the pandemic, I saw Rosetta Stone had this offer, one-time offer. For a particular price, I can't remember what it was. You can buy unlimited Rosetta Stone, all access to all our languages, forever. No limits, no nothing. For a certain price, and I did. And I've done several French lessons on that. Then I stopped because I remembered the French woman who spoke to me for a bit, then asked me for money, and I thought, why am I doing this? Why would anyone want to? Anyway, fast forward several years, and recently I got it out again to learn German. It is admittedly not as fun as Duolingo is. It doesn't have the fancy characters who cheer when you get a question right, all that lot. But I will say that it does make one think slightly more, and it doesn't make you feel bad for getting something wrong, because Duolingo does. I mean, I don't think they mean to. I think that's just the design fault. I think it's just a fault in their design. I don't think it's intentional. Or it could just be me, being way overly sensitive to this stuff. But anyway, I am now doing Duolingo and Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone I think is better, because I seem to be learning more. It's like, I learned that you have something like rent means he runs. If you say sie rennen means they run. I mean, sie can also mean she as well as they, but that's a subject for another day. Anyway, you get all these things, and eventually I worked out today, without being told, that once you add the en to an activity like rennen or Schremmen or Lesen or Essen, it takes on a plural property, as in several people are doing this thing. And I learned this with Rosetta Stone, and I felt pretty good about that. It sounds silly and simple, I know, but I felt good about working that out for myself, which I think is why I prefer Rosetta Stone, because it kind of teaches you stuff without realising. They probably have actual teachers and not just AI doing it. And yes, I know I'm a hypocrite for using Duolingo, consider my rant about AI, which I've made several times before. And I stick by those principles. Well, I stick by the points I made. I'm aware I'm fully a hypocrite, but that's a subject for another day. Anyway, Rosetta Stone is better. It's not as fun, but it's better. Because you made a mistake and you can go back to it and you don't feel bad. I mean, technically it's better because I paid for it. Duolingo is free. I mean, if I was paying for Duolingo, I'd get access to the bits where you get to practice stuff, and you don't get live. So if you get more than 5 things wrong, you don't have to, sit out for a day and lose your streak and all that other stuff. But it's better, I think. You're learning stuff, which is always a good thing. Always a good thing. Anyway, that's my story, my adventures in language learning. Sorry, I just heard a door creak. I'll be able to sort it out soon. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here tonight because I've been talking for 25 minutes and I don't think anyone is going to sit through to the end. If you are, comment the word donkey magic, okay? If you are watching now and you've listened all the way through, to prove you have, comment the word donkey magic. Then I know. Anyway, I hope you're well. If you are interested in learning a language, I'll seriously suggest you look into something like Rosetta Stone. I mean, there are others out there which I'm sure are just as good, but this is my personal experience, and I should make this clear now that I'm not being paid to say any of this. This is not a paid promotion. I wish it was. But it's not. It's not a paid promotion. I really wish it was. Anyway, just do it, okay? Just get out there, okay? Do something, okay? Just do the thing, alright? I mean that, alright? Just do the thing you want to do, okay? I know it's hard. I know sometimes you are held back, which I am sometimes, I will admit. But you can do it, okay? I can do it. You can do it too, okay? You can do it. Alright? So until next time, take care of yourselves. And remember, I love all of you. Bye.